What do you want for dinner?
Alex asked, eyes glued to the TV. The basketball game was on, and the Lakers were barely holding onto their lead.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. Anything sound good to you?
Alex shrugged, never taking his eyes off the screen.
Pizza?
He suggested, already knowing the answer. Riley hated pepperoni, and he couldn't stomach another plain cheese pizza.
Ugh, not pizza again. We had that last night, and the night before. Can we be a little more adventurous?
Alex finally tore his gaze away from the game.
Fine, fine. What about Chinese? We haven't had that in a while.
Chinese sounds good. But, you know, I'm really craving those dumplings from that new place downtown. The ones with the spicy chili oil.
Alex winced. He knew exactly the dumplings she was talking about. He'd once made the mistake of trying one and spent the rest of the night guzzling milk to extinguish the fire in his mouth.
Those dumplings? Are you sure? They're, quite spicy.
Riley grinned, enjoying his hesitation.
Come on, live a little, or are you too chicken?
She teased, poking him in the ribs.
Chicken? Who's chicken? I just think we should order something we both enjoy.
Riley sighed dramatically.
Fine. But if we're ordering Chinese, I get to pick the movie tonight.
Alex nodded, a small smile playing on his lips. He knew Riley had a point. They often found themselves in these little power struggles, each trying to get their way but always ending up compromising. It was part of what made their friendship so special. They could tease and challenge each other, but at the end of the day, they always found a middle ground.
All right. Chinese it is. But next time, we're definitely getting pizza.
Deal. And maybe next time I'll let you pick the toppings.
They both laughed, sealing their agreement with a high five. It was these little moments of negotiation and compromise that strengthened their bond. Alex picked up the phone to place their order, while Riley settled onto the couch, remote in hand, ready to choose the evening's entertainment. As Alex rattled off their order, Riley scrolled through the movie options, already planning the perfect movie night. It was a simple routine, but one that brought them both a lot of joy. The anticipation of good food and a good movie was enough to make any evening special. And as they sat down later to enjoy their meal, the aroma of spicy dumplings filling the room, they both knew that these were the moments that truly mattered. The food, the laughter, the shared experiences, these were the things that made their friendship so strong. They raised their glasses in a toast, celebrating another successful compromise and another memorable evening together. Because in the end, it wasn't just about the food or the movie, it was about the connection they shared and the memories they created together. And that was something they both cherished deeply.
Deal.
Alex agreed instantly. He knew losing the movie battle was a small price to pay for avoiding those fiery dumplings. He could already taste the sweet and sour pork.
Okay, Chinese it is. Let's see. What should we get? I'm thinking dumplings.
Alex feigned a cough.
For you, maybe. I'm thinking more along the lines of Kung Pao chicken.
Ooh, good choice. And maybe some spring rolls? And some of that delicious fried rice?
Don't forget the fortune cookies.
He always secretly hoped for a fortune that predicted winning the lottery or discovering he had a long-lost twin.
Of course, fortune cookies are a must. Okay, I think I'm ready to order.
Just as Riley was about to place the order, Alex's stomach growled loudly. It was a deep, rumbling growl that seemed to echo through the room.
You know, I'm actually feeling kind of hungry, like really hungry.
Riley raised an eyebrow.
You think? That stomach growl could rival a bear waking up from hibernation.
Maybe we should just cook something?
He suggested tentatively. He knew it was a long shot. Riley hated cooking even more than he did.
Cook? Are you feeling okay? You know we're both culinary disasters waiting to happen.
I know, but hear me out. What about leftovers?
Leftovers? You mean that sad wilted salad and the questionable pasta from 2 nights ago?
Hey, the pasta wasn't that bad.
It tasted like sadness and regret. No, leftovers are not an option.
Okay, you win. No leftovers. But seriously, what do you want to do? I'm starving here.
The grocery store? On a Saturday night? Are you trying to punish me? Well, there's always the option of going to the grocery store.
Hesitating. He did love those breakfast burrito bowls. Come on, it'll be an adventure. Besides, we can pick up ingredients for your favorite breakfast burrito bowl. Or we could just order in. Like, everything. Pizza, Chinese, Thai, Indian. We could have a feast.
A feast? That's actually not a bad idea.
I know, right? We could order from all our favorite places and have a smorgasbord of deliciousness.
But what about the cost? Ordering that much food would be like taking out a small loan.
Details. We deserve a treat, don't we? Besides, we can always eat leftovers tomorrow.
As they were debating the merits of a multi-cuisine feast versus their financial stability, a commercial on TV caught Alex's eye. It was for a new gourmet popcorn brand, featuring mouth-watering shots of popcorn drenched in caramel, sprinkled with spices, and drizzled with chocolate.
I have an idea.
What is it with you and sudden bursts of inspiration? Usually they involve questionable dance moves or attempting to make your own hot sauce.
Trust me on this one. It involves popcorn, but not just any popcorn. Gourmet popcorn.
Gourmet popcorn? Okay, I'm listening.
Alex launched into an enthusiastic explanation of his plan. He had a twinkle in his eye, the kind that hinted at a brilliant idea brewing in his mind. His friends leaned in, curious and intrigued, as he began to outline his vision. They wouldn't order takeout and they wouldn't brave the grocery store. The usual options seemed mundane and uninspiring. The thought of another night of greasy takeout or the hassle of navigating crowded aisles just didn't appeal to them. Instead, they would embrace their inner child and make a night of it. Alex's plan was simple yet ingenious. It was about turning an ordinary evening into something extraordinary, filled with fun and creativity.
We'll pop a giant bowl of popcorn, but not just any popcorn. We'll get creative. Imagine the possibilities, the flavors, the combinations. We can experiment and see what we come up with. We'll make different flavors. Sweet, savory, spicy. Think caramel and chocolate drizzle, or maybe a tangy cheese and jalapeno mix. The options are endless, and the best part is, we get to taste test everything. We can even have a popcorn making competition. Each of us can come up with our own unique recipe, and then we'll vote on the best one. It'll be like our own little cooking show, right here in the living room.
Riley stared at him, initially speechless. The idea was so unexpected, so out of the box that it took a moment to process. But as the concept sank in, she began to see the potential for a truly memorable night. Then, a slow smile spread across her face. It was the kind of smile that signaled approval and excitement. She could already picture the laughter, the mess, and the delicious results of their culinary adventure.
You know what? That actually sounds kind of amazing. Riley's voice was filled with newfound enthusiasm. She was on board, ready to dive into this popcorn extravaganza.
And so, their dinner dilemma was solved in the most unexpected way. What started as a simple need for food turned into an evening of creativity and camaraderie. They gathered their ingredients, set up their popcorn station, and got to work. No fancy takeout, no culinary disasters, just pure, unadulterated fun. The kitchen was filled with the sounds of popping kernels, laughter, and the occasional exclamation of delight as they tasted their creations. Just two friends, a mountain of popcorn, and a night of laughter and creativity. They experimented with flavors, shared stories, and enjoyed each other's company. It was a night to remember, a testament to the joy of simple pleasures and the power of a little imagination. The smell of freshly popped corn filled the air as they huddled over the kitchen counter, experimenting with different toppings. There was cinnamon sugar, chili powder, Parmesan cheese, and even crumbled bacon. The kitchen was a flurry of activity, with bowls and spoons clinking, laughter echoing, and the occasional ooh and ah as someone discovered a new favorite combination. The friends were on a mission to create the ultimate popcorn experience, each bringing their own unique twist to the table.
Okay, close your eyes and try this. Trust me, it's going to blow your mind.
Riley held out a handful of popcorn coated in a mysterious brown powder. Alex took a cautious bite, his eyes widening in surprise. The flavor was unlike anything he had ever tasted before. It was sweet, salty, and had a hint of something he couldn't quite place. The combination was both strange and delightful, making his taste buds dance with excitement.
This is amazing. What is it? I've never tasted anything like this before.
Just a little something I learned from my grandma. It's her secret recipe for chocolate-covered pickle popcorn. She used to make it for us when we were kids, and it was always a hit at family gatherings. I thought it would be fun to share it with you all tonight.
Alex stared at the remaining popcorn, a mixture of curiosity and apprehension on his face. Maybe they hadn't solved their dinner dilemma after all. Maybe some mysteries were best left unsolved. As the night went on, the friends continued to experiment with different toppings, each one more adventurous than the last. They laughed, shared stories, and bonded over their culinary creations. In the end, it wasn't about finding the perfect recipe, but about the joy of discovery and the memories they created together. Dinner might not have been served in the traditional sense, but the experience was one they would never forget.